This is Richard Fowler. I'm John Kilpatrick with Oklahoma Aikido, Louisville, Kentucky, USA. And recently on YouTube I have seen several real attacks that were caught on with security cameras. And usually in real attacks the person's up close to you and they either just stab you and then they keep stabbing and stabbing and stabbing, or it's Icepick and they come down into you and keep stabbing and stabbing and stabbing. So you have to stop this immediately, and this is not like normal Aikido practice where you start off back here and you have time to go through all the preliminaries. I'm not expecting this at all. I'm just standing here or something and suddenly I'm being attacked. And so what we're going to do when this happens is we're going to do this with leading. And so what that means is, say he's attacking my neck, which would be normal. He's coming and stabbing there. Well, I want to put my hand here as a substitute target for my neck. So if he backs up, so when he goes to attack, my hand's here. And then now my hand is where my neck was. And I'm pulling him in here with this hand. When this is done correctly, I disappear. All he sees is my hand. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's what happens when you do it correctly. Now, if he's just standing there and I walk up here and put my hand, nothing's going to happen because he's not attacking, he's not beating. But if he's attacking and that reflex arc is activated, he'll lock in on the hand. So then, and this is a startle reflex. So now our Aikido and our Kuda look the same. I get this startle reflex and I pivot and this hand gives him a nice Kuda punch in the face. And I have this tremendous power from the spin of my body. So he attacks, boom, and and then you can follow that up however you want to, but that should do a good job. Now the second way to do this, and you don't know what you're going to do, no one of these is better than the other one, but the second way is for me to lead with this hand and go to the same side. So he attacks and I lead here. So now I'm not trying to threaten him. I want to actually pull him into me. But I want him to see this. I want his attention. I sweep this through, and as it comes through, I hit again, throw, whatever. So that would look like this. He strikes. And then we can keep. So there I did 2 strikes, the lead, and turning him while I'm hitting him, and then another strike or 2. Then a third way to do this, and on all of these, you want to have his attention on your hand so that you disappear. And remember, this is not a regular shomanuchi. This is coming from your shoulder. It's really kind of more like a cross, or like a haymaker type punch that you see. So here he goes to strike, and so I put this hand up in front of him to get his attention. Then I pivot and hit his arm with this hand. Come under, hit, and this throw, that if we're not doing the throw, but if we did the throw, this is what I would call a rimi nagi. With normal rimi nagi, you know, the person grabs your wrist, but we won't do that. But you're coming here and going through and throwing. That's the practice training for a rimi nagi. But this strike that comes over the shoulder is, you know, when you're practicing it, it's hard to get the right effect. If you really hit the guy, he won't work with you. If you don't really hit it, nothing happens. So I'm hitting here, hitting the chin. If you don't care whether you hurt the guy or not, you hit his chin. If you care, hit him under the jaw here where you're not like, I don't think that's as likely to break his jaw. I don't really fight, so I don't know. But and I want to come under his arm so that he can't cut back into me. He's not going to let me come in here without cutting back in. So that's the combat version of a Rimi Nagi. So again, and when I lead here, I'm leading, and as my leading hand comes back, this other hand is striking his arm. So boom, boom, boom. And so those are 3 different ways, all based on a startle reflex, all have a strong pivot from the hip, and all have this lead.